Welcome back. In the previous section, we looked at numeric types and booleans. In this section, let's start with another important data type in Python, strings. We'll look at the different things you can do with strings and look at a number of puzzles and exercises with strings in this specific section. Let's get started with the basics of string. Earlier in the course, we had created a number of string values, right? So we said we can put anything between double quotes and that becomes a string. In Python, you can also use single quote. So either double quotes or single quotes and you would have a string value. Can I do this? What do you think? One single quote and one double quote? You are right. Nope, that's not allowed. So the way it is either use single quotes or double quotes. One of these is fine. Once you create a variable of that particular type, you can check the type of it. Use the type method and say type of message. It shows that it belongs to a class str. So in Python, all the text values are represented by a class called str. This stands for string. The Python string class provides you a lot of features and you can do a variety of things with this string object. Let's look at some of the important methods which are present in this string class in this specific video. Now, we have a message, right? So I would want to convert it into uppercase. How can I do that? Upper. So you can see that all the characters are converted to uppercase. I would want to change it to lowercase. How do I do that? Message dot lower. Let's change the value of message. Let's give it a new value. Let's say it's hello. Now, what you can do is you can also do something called init capitalization. I can say capitalize. What happens? The first character alone becomes a capital. One of the things is whatever we are doing here, instead of creating a message variable, you can directly call methods on string, on text directly. So I can say hello.capitalize and what does it return? Hello. Isn't that cool? Because each of these texts is an object, is an instance of a specific class, we can directly call methods on them. So hello.capitalize. You can also do single quotes as well. So single quote, hello. That's allowed as well. Now let's shift our attention to looking at methods which gives us more information about this specific string. We want to find out if this string contains numeric values, does it contain alphabets, does it contain alphanumerics, is it lowercase, is it uppercase, and all that kind of stuff. There are a variety of is methods which are present in string. Let's look at all of them right now. So hello dot is lower. What does it return? True, because this is all lowercase. If I do the same thing with a h caps, is lower? Nope, it's not. The other thing you can do is title. If the first letter is a caps, then is title would return a true back. If let's say I execute this on hello, it returns a false. It checks if it's a title case. Similar to the is lower, you have a is upper method as well. So if I say is upper here, what would happen? False. However, if I say this, what do you think? This will also return false. Now I change this further and say hello. This is returning true back. This contains all capital letters and so is upper returns a true. So this is how you check if a string contains all lowercase, all uppercase, or it contains title case. Now I would want to check whether a string contains numeric values. How do I do that? 123 dot is digit. What does it return? True. If I make one of them a, it returns false back. If I give a space in between, nope, it's not a digit, right? There's a space. So if all the characters in a string are numeric, then isDigit would return true. Similar to that, there is something called isAlpha. IsAlpha checks for alphabets. So 23.isAlpha, nope. 2a.isAlpha, nope. abc.isAlpha, yep. There is also a method called alphanumeric, isAllNum, interestingly named, isAllNum, abc123, true. However, if I put a space in between, space is not alphanumeric, so it returns a false back. The last method that we'll look at in this specific video are things which you can use to check the start and the end characters of a string. So let's say I have a string hello world, and I would want to check if it ends with a specific thing. The way I can do that is by saying ends with, and I can say world. Does it end with world? Yes. Does it ends with LD? Yes. Does it ends with old? Yes. Does it ends with WO? Nope. Because WO is in between this string and not at the end of it. Similar to that, there's a method called starts with. So starts with you can use to find out if first characters of the string are this specific thing. So it returns false. If I do HE, yep, true. Hello. Oops, I pressed a 0. So hello, that's true. The other thing you can do is you can actually use a find method to search a string. So I would want to find hello in this specific string. You can see that it returns 0. The way it works in a string is indexes start with 0. So H is 0, E is 1, L is 2. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So where is hello starting at? Hello is starting at index 0. So if I execute the same thing with hello, you'd get a index of 1. However, everything with strings is case sensitive. If I do this, it would return a -1 saying it's not found. So if I'm searching for something which is not present in this string, let's say bellow, it returns a -1 back. And as I said, it's case sensitive. So if you are searching for ELLO with a capital E, nope, you'll not be able to find it because hello world only contains small ELLO and not one which is starting with a capital E. So the find method, if it finds the string, it returns the index of the starting character. If it does not find it, then you would actually return a -1 back. In this short video, what we did was we looked at all the basic methods that you can execute on strings. We started with methods like upper, lower, capitalize. After that, we switched into a number of methods which kinds of check the content of a string. We looked at is lower, title, is upper, to check if those strings are lowercase or uppercase, or they contain digits, or they contains alphabets, or they contains alphanumeric values. At the end, we looked at things which help us check the content of a string. Does it start with something? Does it end with something? Does it contain something? We use the find method to do that. This is just the start of an interesting journey with text. We will use text and strings extensively during this course. Here on, we'll learn a lot more things about strings in the subsequent videos. Until then, bye-bye.